G'day YouTube, welcome to the Stressful Opinion. What the hell are these? First of all, I just want to say that Warzone, when it came out at the right time during COVID, and it was a brilliant game and it was really needed for the gaming industry. With people dying off of Fortnite and PUBG, there needed to be something new and fresh, and it came at the perfect time and it blew up, right? It blew up a lot of streamers, it blew up a lot of content creators, and it was a fun and an enjoyable experience for a period of time. But now, a year on, Warzone, in my opinion, has become depressing. So why has Warzone become depressing? Well, the first reason is cheaters. With a player base of 100 million and no anti-cheat from an incompetent company, you're going to have rampant cheating going on. And this is going to create a very, very unenjoyable experience for all players. And given it's been a year and nothing really has been done, and with only 150,000 accounts banned, it is a complete and utter joke. You have a player base of over 100 million, and I guarantee, and I don't have to be a mathematician to know that there is more than 150,000 cheaters out there. There is a lot more. It would be in the seven figures, 1 million, 2 million, 5 million or more easy. And with such a huge number of cheaters out there, and now, as I said, these guys don't have to be blatantly cheating. Yeah, a lot of the guys now don't want to be banned, so they're very smart on how they go about cheating in a game. And with this problem not being solved, it is going to make the gaming very, very, very depressing, because your hard work goes unrewarded due to a player that is using enhancements, hacks, and cheating software to make it easier for them to kill you and get the win. Now, the second reason why this game has become depressing is content. Now, it has been a year since this game has come out and we still have the same map. Yeah, they added extra few features in here, subways, bunkers, nukes. Right now they've added shipwreck, which is just the Titanic stranded on the map. And yeah, there's going to be some whole story about it, but come on, that is an absolute joke. After an entire year, we haven't gotten an update. And even if they do release a new map, it's still going to be more than a year since you've gotten that. And the fact is that it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. You've already become bored of the game because you already played it so many times. The mechanics are still going to be the same. How the players move is still going to be the same. How they kill you, the objectives are still going to be the same. Every single thing will still be the exact same, but with a new map thrown in, and that will be fun for a short period of time. But then as it gets super sweaty and everybody learns the map, you're back in that same state once again, and there's no real new objective outside of getting kills and winning. So that leads me to my third point. There is no real reward system now. Yes, obviously winning is great, and you would say, well, that's a reward for my effort. Yeah, maybe 8 months ago, kills objective. Yeah, maybe 8 months ago. But now, considering, especially if you've been playing the game for a year, you've already racked up thousands of kills. You've already racked up tens and even hundreds of wins. So they become pointless now. They don't become your objective anymore. And even when you win a game, you don't feel satisfied in getting that victory anymore. It's not like PUBG. PUBG, when you got the chicken dinner, no matter how many wins you had, it was exhilarating. And Warzone, for a short time, it was exhilarating to get the victory. I remember my first victory when Warzone first came out, and I had an LMG, and I mowed down 7 people in a row in the end game to pull out the victory for my teammates who were already dead. It was nuts. It was crazy. My heart was pumping. So the fact that there's no other new reward system for you to strive for, other than the battle pass and the so-called, well, get to a level 1000, which then stops, which you don't really get anything for, the game has become pointless for you to play. Yes. And this leads me to my fourth point, skill-based matchmaking. Now, a lot of people have their opinions on this. They say it's good, while some say it's bad. They should have a ranked list and then have a casual list with no SBMM. But the problem is that majority of the good players, especially content creators, will not be in that ranked list. They will just stay in the casual list and you're still at square one, because they'll think, oh, all the crap players, people who don't want to play ranked, they're all going to be here and it's going to be a more enjoyable time. It's going to be more fun. Let's just stay in the casuals. So your casual list will be inundated with pros, high skilled players, content creators and streamers, because they want to get content. They want to get high kill games. They don't want to sweat, right? And they'll just blow that up and you'll be back base. And so you might as well just have the one playlist of SBMM. Right, this is what happens with all games with a ranked playlist. Players just go back to the casual list, right, because it's too sweaty. So the reality is that when a game becomes so sweaty and the skill gap increases further and further and further, it doesn't become as enjoyable anymore, especially in a battle royale. So that's where the real problem lies. Due to the fact that there's 150 players landing in on the map and it is sweaty, the skill gap is increasing and increasing. It starts to become a very depressing experience, because you trying to get kills or getting that victory is a incredible struggle. Now, this leads me to my fifth and last point. There are no other big AAA games out there with a large player base that is new, fresh, and exciting to play. And this is where it leads us in a standstill. So players will continue to play Warzone even though they're not having a very good experience anymore, because they don't have anything else to jump to. And this is especially streamers and content creators. You have some that might jump back to a little bit of Fortnite, right? But the player base are not going to go over to Fortnite or PUBG, because that's the past and they got the same feelings and emotions with those games. So it's hard to go back to it. So until something new hits the market, and we all thought Cyberpunk was going to be that game, but that thing was an incredible failure. Majority of the player base, content creators and streamers are left still having to grind and play Warzone on a daily or weekly basis until that new big thing launches. And hopefully that new game is around the corner. And this is where we are now. Now you can see it on the faces of all the content creators, the streamers, so on and so forth, the high level players in the game. It's started more and more as the game drags out. It's becoming incredibly high skilled, sweaty, and it's becoming a depressing experience. Now you factor in all of the points that I mentioned before, it's no wonder that Warzone has become depressing. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels the same way, right? I'm just the only one that's probably come out now and have said it, that Warzone's depressing. It's a struggle to even wake up in the morning to want to even jump onto the game and play it, let alone create content for it, because your heart's not in it anymore, because you just know what it takes to even produce good content, especially from a gameplay perspective. And you might end up spending 6 or 8 hours just to try to get one gameplay, and it might not even be that good. At the same time, if your objective is to win and try to get kills, you have to sweat and you have to dial in and focus in, and it's very difficult to stay in that state for a long time. Why do you think a lot of professional gamers last only 2-3 years, maybe 5 years max? It's very rare that a professional gamer lasts any longer than that, because your brain just burns out. But I want to know your thoughts. How does Warzone make you feel a year on after its release? Jump into the comments and let me know. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button. Now get out of here, you scrub.